So welcome everybody. And just to remind everybody, just to take care and follow any medical advice during any wellness sessions. And if you're in need of support, feel free to reach out to me before or after any Vivaya sessions. Reach out to your local community networks or loved ones. Just know that there's always support. And then we'll continue to create and maintain a safe container for our sessions together. So thank you for planning ahead and arriving in time to practice together. We'll invite a trauma-informed practice with predictability through structure, also with choice. Everything is an invitation, inviting whatever resonates for you. Control, so modifying or adjusting your practices as you need to. And cultural sensitivity, just honoring whatever your background is. So perhaps you've prepared a cozy spot, or you're on the floor, a sofa or chair, or even on bed, maybe a yoga mat. And I'll be practicing on a floor mat as usual, and maybe with a pillows or blanket, whatever you need as the weather's getting a little cooler. We'll welcome this month of moon festivals and all the diverse celebrations of Thanksgiving and gratitude. So let's continue here with some gentle yoga movements. And from Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, observances or niyamas in Sanskrit, we'll be continuing working with Ishvara Paradhanani, surrendering and contemplating, Svatiyaya, self-knowledge, tuning into what the body's asking of us, and then interweaving the qualities of the root chakra, so the energy center at the base of the spine. So I'm just going to stop the share here. So as you're ready, just start to settle in, whatever comfortable position, maybe crossed legs or easy pose. You can roll up a blanket or use any cushions. And you might want to bring in some essential oils here. So today I have vetiver. We've been working with the elements of earth. Vetiver is very sort of earthy, has some delicate undertones. And then maybe warming the hands. And then perhaps first inhaling and just activating the olfactory glands, starting to open the senses for the practice, maybe feeling more grounded. And then if it feels okay, maybe you can start to bring your maybe into the back, the root, the base, connecting to this earth chakra, feeling maybe more rooted and grounded, especially as autumn returns. And maybe you feel so fully supported that you can let go even a little bit more. Perhaps even imagining qualities like the color of red that connects with the earth chakra, emanating at the base. And then again, sensing the surface supporting you, maybe the tailbone, the glutes, your legs or feet. And then as you bring in an intention for this practice around the root chakra, maybe for security or stability, and repeating it 3 times as I offer it aloud for all of us, or whatever words resonate for you, you can invite those as well. So gratitude in daily life. Gratitude in daily life. So much gratitude in daily life. And just maybe notice how that might unfold during our time together, beyond the rest of your night or in your week. We'll invite a short pranayama breath practice. And last time we did the lower breathing space. So we'll come into the middle breathing space. So just above the belly button here, more feeling into the diaphragm, the lungs, just in between the lower breathing space in the belly and the upper breathing space near the collarbone. So without needing to do anything yet, just even feeling and noticing this breath, the breath in this middle breathing space. Maybe it's a little hurried if you were sort of finishing things in order to come to the practice today. Coming into the evening. We'll bring in in the inhale within me, or bring in whatever breath practice feels right for you. exhaling completely, and then inhaling middle, 3, 2, 1. Exhale completely and long out through the nostrils. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale long. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale long. Just a few more times. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale long. And so we're not pressing the hands in. We're allowing the belly to do the movements, the above the belly and the diaphragm. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale long. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale long. Maybe last time. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale long. And just know if you're doing the recording, feel free to linger a little bit longer in that breath practice if it brings any comfort to you. And then maybe during our little movements here, you can continue to notice the breath here. As we feel into each part of the body, we're toning the muscles so we can breathe, the different parts of the body here. And then when you're ready, let's bring in a little bit of movement here. So I was thinking, since we're connecting to earth and then as the trees are changing, maybe we would focus on the littlest branches of the body, which are the fingers and the hands and the feet and the toes. So focusing on these parts of the body, maybe even the wrists and the ankles. So again, finding your comfortable position, wherever that might be, feel free to adjust as you need to. If this isn't right for your body, feel free to bring in any other breath practices or any other movements in the body during this time. So I'm going to just breathe in and out through the nostrils, keeping it more parasympathetic nervous system as I start to invite the practice here. So I'm going to start with my hands. I'm just going to make this a bit bigger here. Okay. So maybe just starting with the hands, I'm going to sit in easy pose and really just allowing the fingers to wiggle themselves. So if it's possible, really tuning in. So you're not moving the fingers are guiding you. We use our hands and our feet throughout our life, to support us in all our work and activities and to support us in standing. So yeah, so just allow the fingers to, maybe there's some tension that might be released. Typing, gripping, some might want to even maybe dynamic movement, static movement, holding for a little while and then releasing. Just the degree that feels okay in your hands. So important to keep our fingers and hands and wrists healthy. So maybe let's invite some movement to the wrist. And just noticing how you might use your wrists and hands and fingers during the day. Are you giving them moments of rest? Are they wrist supported as you're maybe using the computer all day? Not needing to bring in any unnecessary tension in the body. Okay, so let's invite some movement to the smaller parts of the body here, the toes. I'm just going to go at an angle here so maybe you can notice. So again, sort of the same movement, allowing the toes to wiggle. So important to keep these muscles healthy as well for proprioception. As we get older, we start to lose our balance. And then making fists with their feet. I was watching a yogi and they were able to move each toe separately. So I'm not quite that great at that yet, but that would be amazing if we could use all the muscles in the body, even the littlest ones. Just at your own pace, just feel your way. Maybe there's some tension that might be released. Maybe making those fists. And then maybe even bringing in some movement in the ankle. Just feel your way. You might hear some sounds, always being gentle, that comfortable discomfort. And then as you're ready, let's try them on the other side. So it might be different from one side to the other. Just being curious, sending some appreciation and gratitude for the toes, each foot, each ankle, making those fists and pressing to the toe pad. And when you're ready, maybe finding movement in the ankle. And these are things that we can do throughout the day. We just sometimes need to develop a habit to remember when the body's talking to us, have that connection, hearing it, needing some movement. Okay, so I'm going to get into the iRest meditation, and feel free to use any pillows. You can lie down. You can use an eye pillow, which I always really like. Some other pillows maybe to support you if you're going to come into butterfly, or maybe legs up the wall. So as I prepare here, maybe you can prepare your little nest, your little spot for iRest. So inviting a gratitude practice this time. We've been working on the daily practice the last couple of sessions, and these couple of sessions will work on the gratitude practice. So there's so much research around the benefits of experiencing gratitude. And Dr. Richard Miller, the founder of iRest Meditation, he shares that the feeling of gratitude for no reason at all, and it happens as we take time to experience gratitude in any moment throughout daily life. And the more we experience gratitude, the easier it becomes to access it, feel it, and express gratitude. So it's a habit. We need to get into doing it as a regular part of life. Gratitude unfolds more readily the more we give attention to feeling gratitude in the body. So that feeling of gratitude has a felt sense. And we can practice gratitude in any moment, each and every day, morning or night. And so we'll be incorporating these elements into the meditation today, bringing attention towards ourselves or a loved one or a peer. So whomever we want to feel gratitude for. And then thinking of what was said or done that makes us feel grateful. And it can be anything from taking the time to come to meditate tonight for yourself, or maybe sharing this meditation with others, or maybe being around people feeling more self-regulated and at ease. Then we'll be noticing the sensations, emotions, or thoughts that come to us as we think of ourselves or this person and what they've done or said. We'll imagine telling and hearing how grateful and appreciative we feel. And then imagining how it feels, and if there's any responses that might arise. We'll be noticing how these feelings arise in the body and impact the mind. And then eventually we'll let go of thinking. We'll let go of who or what we're grateful for. And we'll just experience the feeling of gratitude, just as it is, independent of anyone or anything. So we'll take the time to imagine this welcoming and this feeling of gratitude without attaching it to a specific activity or a specific person. We'll take it into daily life, into nighttime, into resting and sleeping, and then maybe taking it into when we wake up, into morning time. Finally, we'll affirm our intention to take time to feel gratitude in all of life's actions and interactions. So during this practice of iRest Yoga, Yoga Nidra Meditation, you'll be guided by my voice. Feel free to find any comfortable position. All possibilities are always welcomed. Maybe falling asleep completely, resting, or completely alert and awake. If there's any discomfort at all, feel free to open the eye, feet, night, or this week, or until we meet again. Maybe practicing the simple exercise of gratitude every day, and just feeling how it might become more natural the more you feel into it. So let's complete our time together with a practice of iRest Yoga Nidra Meditation. So just start to settle in, whatever that looks like at this moment. Body positioning itself in any comfortable way. Eyes gazing, opening or closing. Maybe trusting the supports you've been resting on. And if there's any residue of this day, this week already, maybe imagining just laying it down for now or placing it in a drawer. Just recognizing you can come back to it later, maybe feeling more ready and more refreshed. Senses liberated all around you. Temperature. Noticing colors or light, shadows. Noticing any taste or scents, fragrances. The body making any final adjustments to feel completely at ease and okay. And during this iRest practice, might you greet everything as a messenger or a pointer, just as it is. Reflecting upon the heart's deepest desire, your why for this lifetime. Experiencing and affirming the felt sense of this, as though you're already living and expressing it with the entire body at this very moment. Reflect upon an intention, your why for this moment or practice. Supporting you in realizing the heartfelt desire. Perhaps it might be an intention to bring the feeling of gratitude with you into daily life. Whatever resonates for you. Remembering and fully welcome this intention with the whole body and mind. Taking your time, might you start to welcome in the inner resource. Safe haven, refuge, an oasis. Supporting you in feeling safe and secure, loved and at ease, at a moment's notice. Perhaps connecting through imagery, enlivened by the five senses. Might be a place in nature, imagery of a familiar place. Maybe of a loved one. Or maybe a memory. Or perhaps the inner resource is connected through words. Maybe inner peace, serenity, okayness. Whatever feels right for you, bring those words in. and a felt sense in the body that connects you to this unchanging inner resource. Maybe warmth emanating from the heart, or release in the muscles, the hinges of the jaw, the shoulders. Or maybe it's a deep breath in the entire body. Recognizing and affirming, you can return to this inner resource at any time during this iRest practice and in everyday life. Whenever you feel the need for being safe and secure, okay, and at ease. And allowing my words to be your words as attention floats through the body. Without needing to fix or change anything. Just taking your time to feel the entire way. Attention resting on the face, the hinges of the jaw, the mouth, attention diffusing through each nostrils, following sensation through the canals of each ear. Taking time to follow sensation through each eye, the space between the eyebrows, the forehead, the entire face and head as sensation. Taking your time as you follow sensation throughout the body. Just tracing sensation through the body. Not needing to shift or soften anything, just following sensation. Sensing the unified face, head, and body. And the felt sense of the inner resource of being and well-being. Attention floating through the body, breathing itself. Changing sensations, revealing something unchanging. Pure being, unchanging awareness, which you also are. And taking your time, might you spend attention, feel, or would like to feel gratitude? Maybe yourself, or perhaps towards someone else. Think of what was said or done for which you feel gratitude. noticing sensations or emotions, any thoughts, anything arising as you think of yourself or this person. As you think of what you or they did or said for gratitude. And if there's nothing, this too is a perfect experience, just staying with whatever most is coming to your attention. Otherwise, maybe in your imagination, you might tell them how you're grateful or how thankful you feel. And as you hear these words, imagine and notice how you or how they feel and are responding. Take your time to reflect on the feeling of gratitude. Notice where and how these feelings arise in the body. And how they impact the mind, just to the degree that feels possible. And when you're ready, might you let go of thinking about what you're grateful for and just experience the feeling of gratitude. The feeling of gratitude without attaching to the feeling or of a person or an action or words. Welcoming the feeling of gratitude just as it is. The feeling of gratitude in the body at this very moment for no reason at all. And the feeling of unchanging awareness, pure being, which you also are. Perfect, spacious, timeless, connected, and whole. And perhaps a feeling of joy appears, joy that's independent of anything and anyone. Feeling joy through the heart space, flowing throughout the body. And maybe interweaving the felt sense of joy with inner resource. Noticing how joy is also a changing sensation, revealing something unchanging, revealing pure being, unchanging awareness. Imagine going about everyday life, awareness awake and aware of itself. sensing and affirming how in each moment you always recognize the perfect and precise response to each and every situation in life. Imagine going about every day life without needing to attach it to anything, attach it to a person or activity. Feeling gratitude just for the sake of feeling gratitude. Feeling how this affects the body, the mind, and the day. And then perhaps imagine it's nighttime. And just as you're falling asleep, you might take the feeling of gratitude with you into rest. Bring the feeling of gratitude into sleep. Then perhaps time again up, might you feel gratitude for no reason at all, and taking the feeling of gratitude with you into the rest of the day. Reflecting on this experience, welcoming unchanging awareness, wholeness, in which everything unfolds, expands, and dissolves back into in its own time. Taking your time now as you transition back to waking life, or if it's bedtime, maybe continuing on into deeper sleep. If there's a few more activities to do, maybe you can start to open the senses once again, sensing the spaces and surfaces supporting you. Touch of air on the skin. Any sounds or scents. Any residue of tastes. Any colors or light or shadows. And all the while, maybe affirming the intention to take the feeling of gratitude with you into daily life. Affirming the intention that during and throughout the rest of this evening, you'll remember and take time to welcome the feeling of gratitude in the body and mind. Affirming the intention to have this feeling of gratitude accompany you in every action and interaction. And taking a few more moments to feel gratitude and loving kindness towards yourself. For taking this time to experience this feeling of appreciation and gratitude. And maybe eyes start to open and close several times to integrate this experience into waking life. Allowing the body to find movement, maybe the little branches, the toes and the fingers wiggling, all the while staying with this felt sense of gratitude, knowing that gratitude is always here. Gratitude is remembering you all day, every day, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whomever you're with. So much appreciation for this time together and the practice of iRest. Thank you so much. So for most of you, I might see you on Wednesday for monthly moves. Otherwise, I'm going to just stop the recording here and just check in if there's any questions. Hi there. How's it going? Or if you're sleeping, that's okay. Feel free to unmute if you'd like to share anything or thank you so much for coming to the practice. Feel free to reach out if there's anything you want to share or connect about or debrief. Thank you.